Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, introducing you to my Dishonored, very hard difficulty, video walkthrough. This is mission 5, and this is Lady Boyles' last party. So when I first played this mission, I found it really difficult getting to the party, and really difficult getting away from the party. Once you're inside, it's very simple, but these early sections I found quite tricky. Luckily enough, on the recording run, I found some really fun and really interesting shortcuts that I've just shown here. The quick way up from the banking where Samuel is saves so much time and avoids all of the tall boys, and when you walk behind that first guard, if you wait for him to start turning and then blink behind him, as long as you're not directly in his line, you will not interact with him at all and he'll not spot you, and it saves so much time. There's also one of the creeper guys, I forget the name of those dudes that are infested, like lurchers or something. There's one of those in this building, but if you're as quick as I am, you'll not have to interact with him, and I do think he counts for spotting you, and I do think he counts if you kill him, so always try to avoid that. The key for this door is just there on that shelf, on that little rack, and then once you enter this area you can hold X to put your weapon away, or square if you're on PlayStation, and then we're going to be moving into the area that I pretty much think is, you know, very Hitman-esque, because we're going to be navigating a party in this very nice manner and finding out who our target is, where they are, and then taking them out. And I do think there's probably a handful of ways of dealing with this area, but the way that I decided to choose is the one that I did the first time through the game. There are two people dressed with particularly exotic masks. The lady of this group wears a fly head, and if you talk to her she's going to ask you for a drink. Go into the ballroom, get a drink, bring it back to her, and she will tell you which one the target is. And I think on this run my target was black. The black coloured character, not necessarily, you know, a black person. Don't all the self-righteous, you know, racism guys come in on this one. But this is the lady anyhow, Miss White, and it's optional to get her a drink, but when you do she tells you which of the coloured outfits is the target that you need. And this level, man, it is such a pretty level. It's got a really nice aesthetic going on. This guy here is important also. He is the reason that you're able to actually get the non-lethal outcome of this mission, so you can get your poetic justice. And you'll notice I don't really know this party all that well, so I don't know where the rooms are. I'm just kind of wandering around, so do bear with me. Obviously, at this moment in time, I wanted to talk to Lord Brisby, but I do not know the fastest route through this house, because it's the second time I've been in this building, and it does look very similar, and it's very labyrinthy. But run over to this room with the confetti in it. Over here is a lovely looking fountain of drinks. Use it to get the drink. Do not throw the drinks at anybody. I threw a glass at somebody earlier on today, and the entire place went to hell. The guards started shooting me. All I did was throw a glass. Jesus Christ. But there you go. Once you give her a drink, she explains who is in which disguise or which costume, because this is of course a masquerade party. But there you go, Lydia Boyle, black dress. So now that we know which one it is, we know which one we have to talk to. And the thing I do is I talk to her, I ask her if I can get her a drink. She generally moves across to the piano. When you don't do anything, because you can't, essentially, you can't really interact, she realises that you're a waste of time and she wanders off, and if you follow her, she goes down into the basement, and that is exactly where you need her to be. So the next few minutes of gameplay are literally me waiting for her path to run its course. And I'm going to use this opportunity to take a quick sip and talk about something else. So earlier today, I uploaded a video from the Dark Souls playthrough where I'm talking about music, and I'm talking about my progression of music tastes, and how I find it fascinating that I went from, you know, liking Firestarter, from Prodigy and Savage Garden, all the way up to enjoying the music that I enjoy now, which ranges, you know, a wide spectrum of eclectic artists to things more upbeat like ABBA. And the video got a lot of reception from people because I'm talking about something very subjective that everybody has an opinion on, and everybody wanted to share how they feel about music, which is a pretty cool little environment for me because I do like sharing my opinion, I do like hearing other people's opinions, but a handful of people have gotten quite offended by the things that I said in the video, and this is obviously completely futile. And anybody that's been with me for quite some time knows that if you're getting offended at what I say, or you're disagreeing with me and then trying to enforce your opinion to change mine, you're doing it wrong. You're just doing it wrong, guys. And it's not because I'm a stubborn arsehole or I'm a hypocrite. It's just because there is literally one rule on my channel, and that is you can never ever tell me what to say, because I do not let anybody tell me what to say. And that is my right, and I just don't like people that try to do that. And luckily enough, there's a whole bunch of mature guys that are willing to disagree with me because they've got pretty strong characters. One person to mention is a guy called Heretic Loyalist, who is a buddy of mine. I speak to him quite a lot. We have so many opinions that differ. We shoot the shit with each other and get into some jolly little debate / arguments, but it's always for fun. And I don't know if you just saw that, but that was amazing. I was blinking, the cutscene interrupted it, and I fired the woman directly into a wall. And at the time, I shit my pants because I thought it would have killed her. Luckily enough, because it was a cutscene, she suddenly got invincibility or something, and it still counted. But if you didn't see it, or you didn't catch it because you were too busy listening or not paying attention, rewatch that part of the video. It's amazing. But as I was saying, me and him, you know, we always have fun disagreeing with each other and poking fun and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's just two friends having a laugh. And on YouTube, there is a large majority of that as well. It's just some people take it more serious. And, you know, I don't come here, guys, for drama. I really don't. And I have no patience with it. Which is why I'll either ignore, block, or I will say something that, you know, is extremely inappropriate and offensive, and the whole point in it is to, you know, get you to fuck off as quick as possible, and it's really that simple. But I do like those kind of topics and those kind of tangents, and that's the cool thing about the Dark Souls Live playthrough. It enables me to talk about all sorts of things, and you know, some people don't like it, some people do like it. It's definitely a different formula to what I do in my walkthroughs, and I personally think that's the point of a Let's Play. It's to be different from a walkthrough, and I'm not going to get into the whole politics of what a walkthrough is and what a Let's Play is on YouTube, because as we all know, very successful YouTubers miscategorize things and get much further in the industry by doing so, and I'm not going to dwell too much on that, because my opinions of it are extremely negative, and I want to keep these commentaries as positive as I can, unless I'm spitting venom and it's done for a comedic reason. But now is the path backwards to get back to where Samuel is, and do not just jump into the river because his boat has actually moved. You have to move this way, and because I already know that this is going to happen, I'm already making preparations, and this path I have here, it can be a little bit risky because this tall boy sometimes is blind, other times he's really aware, so you want to be super careful with him. But just commit to it, be confident, and as soon as you get up here, you've practically done the level. And the path that I have through this level I'm really pleased with, because it turns quite a difficult navigation area into an exceptionally fast, you know, playthrough. So get back to Samuel. I do think the score system for this one's only going to be up for a couple of seconds, so you might have to pause it if you're interested in the full stats. But 2 ticks once again, Ghost and Shadow, no upgrades, Poetic, you know, Poetic Judgment I think it's called, is well on the way. And yeah, that's another mission down, guys. Thanks for watching, and you take care now.